The Maritime Union says the run of serious incidents involving Cook Strait ferries is hugely concerning. It comes after a Blue Bridge ferry spent hours drifting at sea overnight after losing all power. The government told 3 News it's committed to building a resilient Cook Strait connection, but the union said it has to act now before the next incident turns into a disaster. Senior reporter Juliet Speedy has more.
The Blue Bridge Connemara safe in dock this morning after hours adrift at sea without power.
They were floating around. I've heard that the only place that they had power was on the bridge, which is really good for the crew to see where they're going to crash into.
A maritime investigation is now underway after the boat sailing from Wellington to Picton only got as far as the capital's south coast when it lost power around 10:30 last night. 88 people were on board as it was eventually towed back to the dock where it arrived this morning.
The thing with the scenario is that the odds were in our favour.
Yet another big job for the Wellington Harbour Master.
The tugs are harbour tugs in Wellington. They are not salvage tugs. But last night the weather was on our side and the tugs were able to go out and assist this vessel.
It's the latest in a string of disruptions, delays and issues with Cook Strait ferries, including the Aratiri Inter-Islander, which ran aground in the Marlborough Sounds in June, something the union says could easily have happened here.
As the harbour master said, we're just really lucky that the weather was in our favour and didn't get blown onto the shore.
Passengers and crews safely disembarked this morning, but issues on board prevented vehicles leaving for some time. The union says something needs to change before the country has a major maritime disaster.
All these incidents lead to, unfortunately, serious harm or death, and something needs to be done.
The government-owned Inter-Islanders' ageing fleet's troubles are well documented. Blue Bridge is privately owned.
Nicola Willis has been lauding, recently about how fantastic this private enterprise has been going in comparison. But the truth is, in 2022, there was engineering issues. A lot of sailings had to be cancelled. 2023, they actually hit the wharf and smashed up the hull.
He says Maritime Union members, some of who were on last night's boat, have anxiety that's going through the roof.
They're not only worried about employment now, they're also worried, as I said earlier, about the state of the vessels that they're going out on every day.
He's calling on the government to act fast on the future of the passage between the North and South Island after it cancelled the previous government's plans to deliver 2 rail-enabled ferries by 2026. He says the warning sirens have to be listened to.
We're going to have a serious maritime disaster on our hands.
Thankfully, that was avoided last night, though some say only narrowly.